हेलो 10th क्लास स्टूडेंट्स, हाउ आर यू। आप लोग कैसे हो। आज मैं आप लोगों के लिए साइंस का लेक्चर मैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट लेकर आया हूं, जो आपका ज्ञानवर्धन करेगा, आपके स्टडी में आपकी सहायता करेगा। आप हमारे चैनल पाठ सेतु को सब्सक्राइब करना और बेल आइकन दबाना तथा लाइक करना और शेयर करना न भूलिए। थैंक यू। हेलो बच्चों, आज हम लोग यहाँ मैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट का अध्ययन करेंगे। जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि मैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट के माध्यम से मोटर और जनरेटर दो क्रांतिकारी आविष्कार हुए, जिससे आज हमारे जीवन में बहुत सारी चीज़ें परिवर्तित हुई हैं और हमें नए नए उत्पादन या प्रोडक्ट मिलते हैं, जैसे बिजली का फैन, इलेक्ट्रिक बेल, वॉशिंग मशीन, फ्रीज। ये सभी खोज बेस्ड ऑन मैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट के हैं। नाउ we'll study about magnetic effect of electric current. We'll understand this phenomena with the help of a circuit diagram, which is shown here in the figure. You can just see a battery source is connected to the switch through a wire, and it is also connected to the resistance, and finally it is connected to the thick copper wire, that is X and Y. The Y end of the conductor is connected to the negative of the battery. So in this way this circuit is completing, and when switch K is made on, the current is flowing, current I is flowing through this circuit, and here one compass is placed, so it is showing the deflection in the needle. So it means that the electric current through the copper wire has produced a magnetic field. Thus we can say that electricity and magnetism are linked to each other. We shall also study about electromagnets and electric motors, which involve the magnetic effect of electric current. Then what about the reverse possibility of an electric effect of moving magnets? We'll see here in this lesson. The electric generators, which involve the electric effect of moving magnets, is the example for this. Now we'll study about magnetic field and field lines, that is magnetic lines of forces. So a magnet is having field around it, magnetic fields around it, and if I am putting magnetic compass near to the bar magnet, its needle is getting deflected, because the needle of the compass is also small bar magnet only, so it is having north and south pole. So we'll just see the end pointing towards north is called north seeking or north pole, and the other end that points towards south is called south seeking or south pole. So with the help of various activities, we have come to know like pole of magnets repel to each other, and unlike poles of magnets attract each other. Now we'll further study about magnetic field and field lines. So here magnetic field is a quantity that has both direction and magnitude. The direction of the magnetic field is taken to be the direction in which a north pole of the compass needle moves inside it. So therefore it is taken by convention that the field lines emerge from the north pole and merge to at the south pole. Means the field of magnet shown here is coming out, magnetic lines are coming out from north and merging towards the south. So नॉर्थ पोल से बाहर निकलकर साउथ पोल पे मीटिंग होता है उनका लाइंस ऑफ फोर्सेस का. So again we'll see here, inside the magnet the direction of field lines is from its south pole to its north pole. Thus the magnetic field lines are closed curves, just you can see here in the figure. The relative strength of the magnetic field is shown by the degree of closeness of the field lines. The field line is stronger, that is, the force acting on the pole of another magnet placed is greater when the field lines are crowded. So now no two field lines are found to cross each other. Just यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं कि कोई भी field lines flux or lines of forces are not crossing to each other, means they are almost parallel and merging at the point of south pole and coming out from north pole. They are not crossing to anyone. So we can see here, like poles repel each other and unlike pole attract each other when two magnets are put nearby. We'll see here magnetic field due to a current carrying conductor. करंट कैरिंग कंडक्टर से मैग्नेटिक फील्ड कैसे उत्पन्न होती है यहाँ पे हम देखेंगे. A current carrying conductor produces magnetic effect around it and encircles the conductor. Here in figure you can see this is battery connected in the circuit with the help of wires or conductors. So current is flowing from positive plate to negative plates here in the circuit, and because of this current there is a magnetic field produced. So just you can see here in the circuit I have shown this magnetic field encircled towards the around the conductor. So magnetic field due to a current carrying conductor depends on the current in the conductor and distance of the point from the conductor. Hence strength of the field is directly proportional to the magnitude of current, and strength of the field at any point is inversely proportional to the distance of the point from the wire. Reversal in the direction of current flow reverse the direction of the field, which you can see in another circuit. A magnetic field has both magnitude and direction, hence it is a vector quantity and is denoted by B. Magnetic field is denoted by B और यह वेक्टर क्वांटिटी है. क्यों? क्योंकि ये मैग्नीट्यूड और डायरेक्शन दोनों को रिप्रेजेंट करता है. Now we'll see here right hand thumb rule. यहाँ पे हम right hand thumb rule के बारे में अध्ययन करेंगे. Just we can imagine that we are holding a current carrying straight conductor in our right hand such that the thumb points towards the direction of current. Then our fingers will wrap around the conductor in the direction of the field lines of the magnetic field, which is shown in the figure, and this is called right hand thumb rule. यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं कि एक कंडक्टर को राइट हैंड में होल्ड किया गया है और हमारा थंब करंट के डायरेक्शन को, करंट की दिशा को प्रदर्शित कर रहा है। तब हम यह देखेंगे कि जो फिंगर कंडक्टर के चारों तरफ रैप की हुई हैं, दे आर शोइंग द डायरेक्शन ऑफ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. So when thumb is in upward direction, the magnetic field is shown in the direction of anti-clockwise, and when it is means thumb is showing downwards direction of the current, magnetic field is moving in clockwise direction. So ये thumb right hand thumb rule कहलाता है. इस राइट हैंड थंब रूल को दूसरे शब्दों में भी हम इस तरह से कह सकते हैं. इफ अ करंट कैरिंग कंडक्टर इज इमेजिन टू बी हेल्ड इन राइट हैंड such that thumb points in direction of current, then curled fingers of hand indicate the direction of magnetic field. So this is also one of the right hand thumb rule. In other words, here we will see magnetic field due to a current through a circular loop. हम लोग जस्ट अभी अध्ययन किए हैं कि स्ट्रेट कंडक्टर में करंट किस तरह से फ्लो हो रही है और किस पैटर्न में उसका मैग्नेटिक फील्ड बन रहा है. सो we'll just see here how current is flowing in circular loop or circular wire. The connecting circles representing the magnetic field around it would become larger and larger as we move away from the wire. Just you can see in the figure here. By the time we reach at the center of the circular loop, the arcs of these big circles would appear as straight lines. Every point on the wire carrying current would give rise to the magnetic field appearing as straight lines at the center of the loop. So by applying the right hand rule, it is easy to check that every section of the wire contributes to the magnetic field lines in the same direction within the loop. If there is a circular coil having n turns, means more number of turns, the field produced is n times as large as the produced by a single turn. This is because the current in each circular turn has the same direction and the field due to each turn then just adds up. So we'll just see the application of this circular loop having current through it. Now we'll study about magnetic field due to a current in a solenoid. So first we should know what is solenoid. A coil with many circular closed turns of insulated copper wire is a solenoid, and one end of such a solenoid behaves like the north pole and the other as a south pole when current is flowing in the solenoid. So therefore magnetic field due to current in the solenoid is similar to a bar magnet, the fields always emerge out of the north pole and always merge into the south pole. It is having same as bar magnet. So the field inside the solenoid is uniform here, and the strong magnet field inside the solenoid is so strong that it can be used to magnetize a piece of soft iron when it is placed inside the coil. Just you can see in the here in the picture, a rod of iron is placed inside the loop of the solenoid. So when we are withdrawing the current from the solenoid, means switching off the current of solenoid, it will behave as non-magnet. The magnet from like this is called electromagnet, and after withdrawal of current, it will no more behave as magnet. Now we'll see here force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. Just I have shown here one figure which is showing the force on current carrying conductor, that is AB, in magnetic field. We'll see here a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field experience a force. If the direction of the field and that of current are mutually perpendicular to each other, then the force acting on the conductor will be perpendicular to both, and that can be determined by using the Fleming's left hand rule. When current establishes in the conductor, it gets displaced, which verifies the existence of a force on the conductor. So a current carrying conductor rod AB experiences a force perpendicular to its length, and the magnetic field just you can see in first figure. Now we'll see here Fleming's left hand rule. Hold the thumb and the first two fingers of our left hand mutually at right angles to each other as shown in figure here. Then if the forefinger points in the direction of the field and the second finger in the direction of the current, the thumb will point in the direction of force oblique motion. Just we can see here in the picture, and this is called Fleming's left hand rule. Now we will study here electric motor, that is application of this theory. So what is electric motor? An electric motor is a device which converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. Just you can see here in the picture, this coil ABCD is placed between the magnet. This is north pole of the magnet and this is south pole of the magnet, and this coil is connected to the battery with the help of conductors. Here you can just see, and this is the split rings which is used to change the polarity of the battery or current, and this is key, that is switch. So we'll see here construction. An electric motor consists of a rectangular coil ABCD, just I told you. of insulated copper wire. The coil is placed between the two poles of a magnetic field such that the arm AB, here you can see, and arm CD are perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field. The ends of the coil are connected to the two halves P and Q of split ring. Just here you can see the split ring. The inner sides of these halves are insulated and attached to an axle. The external conducting edges of P and Q touch to conducting stationary brushes X and Y respectively. Here you can just see X and Y. So working principle now we will see here. Current in the coil ABCD enters from the source battery through conducting brushes X and Y, flows back to the battery through brush Y. Notice that the current in arm AB of the coil flows from A to B. In arm CD, it flows from C to D, that is opposite to the direction of current through arm AB. On applying Fleming's left-hand rule for the direction of force on a current-carrying conductor in a magnetic field, this is how an electric motor is working. So coil is getting rotated in the magnetic field. Just we have talked about split ring here shown, and this is for the purpose of commutation, means it is working as a commutator. Now we'll study about electromagnetic induction. The phenomena of electromagnetic induction is the existence of an induced current in a circuit placed in a region where the magnetic field motion changes with the time. So the magnetic field may change due to relative motion between coil and magnet placed near the coil, which I have shown here in the figure. You can see the coil and magnet here. So whenever there is a relative motion between a magnet and a coil, a current is induced in the coil due to the change in the magnetic field associated with it. This process of producing induction current is known as electromagnetic induction. The induced current is found to be the highest when the direction of motion of the coil is at right angles to the magnetic field. Why? Because the magnetic field's maximum getting cut in perpendicular position. So current is maximum here. We can use a simple rule to know that direction of the induced current, that is, stretch the thumb, forefinger and middle finger of right hand so that they are perpendicular to each other, and with this we are finding out the directions of induced current, and this is called Fleming's right hand rule. Now we'll see here electric generator. What is electric generator? A generator which converts mechanical energy into electric energy in the form of alternating current is called electric generator. This is theory just opposite to the theory of motor. The main components of generators are armature, strong magnets, slip rings, brushes, etc. The two ends of the armature coil are connected to two brush slip rings R1 and R2. These rings rotate along with the armature coil, which you can see here in the figure. The coil is ABCD brushes. Here you can see this is B1 brush and this is B2 brush, and ring is R1 and R2, which is connected to the conductor, and here I have shown a meter which will show the measurement of current in ampere. So the working of generator is when the armature coil ABCD rotates in the magnetic field provided by the strong magnets, it cuts the magnetic lines of forces. Thus, the changing magnetic field produces induced current in the coil. The direction of induced current is determined by the Fleming's right hand rule, just we have learned in previous slide. The current flows out through the brush B1 in one direction and in the first half of the revolution, and through the brush B2 in the next half revolution in the reverse direction. This process is repeated, and therefore the induced current produced is of alternating nature. Such a current is called as alternating current. Now we will study about domestic electric circuits. In our homes, we receive power supply of electric power through a main supply, either supported through overhead electric poles or by underground cables. One of the wire in this supply, which is coming to the home, is red and another is black. The red one is called live and another black one is called neutral. And one more wire that is connected for protection or safety of the personnel or equipment is earth wire, that is in green color. So the supply which is coming to the home is 220 volt single phase and 50 hertz. Here in the circuit I have shown, this is green one is earth wire and this is red one is live wire and black is your neutral wire. Live and neutral is connected to the meter, and from meter it is going to your distribution board where fuse is connected, and after that it is coming to the different circuits like plugs, and here you can just see plug is connected with live, neutral and earth wire. So from here the load is connected like fan, bulbs, fridge, washing machine, etc. So through the main switch they are connected to the lines wires in the house. These wires supply electricity to separate circuits within the house, which I have just talked about, these plug points and loads. Now we will talk in continuation of previous slide, that is domestic electric circuit. Here we will talk in detail about earth wire and earthing of the home. So the earth wire which has insulation of green color, just you have seen in previous slide, is usually connected to a metal plate deep in the earth near the house. This is used as a safety measure, especially for those appliances that have a metallic body. For example, electric press, toaster, table fan, refrigerator, etc. The metallic body is connected to the earth wire, which provides a low resistance conducting path for the current. Thus, it ensures that any leakage of current to the metallic body of the appliance keeps it potential to that of the earth, and the user may not get a severe electric shock. So this is the safety device which used for safety of personnel as well as equipment. So with this I have completed this lesson. If you have any doubt, please do write in comment box. I will try to clear your doubt, and also don't forget to share this video to your needy friend. And with this, thank you.